What up, fuckers? And welcome to the FB and Goob Show. I'm FB,
And I'm the Goob.
sponsored by the Good Time Tavern of Livermore, California. How's the Goob?
Yes, sir. I don't know. Baseball's over, so I'm kind of excited just
Totally.
to kind of put that on rest for a second.
I am too. No, I'm in.
I mean, we will tell everyone who won
Well,
the World Series.
You'll get that information if you hold on and watch the whole show.
It is. We're going to talk
No,
about...
but you don't have to watch the whole show, but just hold on.
Hold on. We got
Hold
to
on.
it.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to, the Donald Drivers and the Ronnie Lotts. I think both teams are on a bye week. We'll tell you soon.
We're gonna get to the Patrick Ewings and the Michael Jordans too.
Oh, man. Exactly.
I mean, if you want to do the whole gamut of everything.
Right. Alabama might have lost again. We'll tell you that, too.
Alabama might have lost.
Did you lose this week? How are the Cows? The Cows is what I'm talking about.
Oh, the Cows.
The fantasy team. How
The
did
Cows
they
look good. This is the second week in a row. This is the truth that I've ever finished the first set of games, and the fantasy gods of CBS said, "I believe your chances of winning are 99%." And I went, "Really? It's just the first half of games. That never happens."
You were down at 1 p.m. this time, 4 p.m. East Coast.
Yeah, I believe he had. I was up by 100, and I believe he had 3 players to go, and I still had King Henry. And I said, "Well,
He's been working out pretty well.
he looks pretty decent. I bet you there's 20 points there. So I'm going to guess I'm up by 120, and you got 3 to go. And I have done this for many years when there was no CBS and ESPN leagues where we wrote it all on paper and we counted all the scores up. And, oh, look, you won, Sean. And now a computer does it for us. And...
take some of the craziness out of it.
120 points for 3 players was not going to happen. I wasn't even concerned. I was like, well, he could go 40 points for every player, but that guy's not going to get him more than 5.
No, of course.
So
the Cows are looking good.
Oh, we look good. I'm number 1.
2 games up now?
1 game up.
1 game up.
1 game up, but 185 points up on second. So even if we tie each other, he's still got to
Nice.
yeah.
Well, I gotta say, you said
I have to go on a
185.
bad. I have more points than anybody. I'd have to go on a really bad losing streak, I believe, to not make it to the playoffs.
Yep.
And listen.
The Goobs make his comeback. I'm trying to meet you there in the championship.
You need to.
Oh, I'm only 1 game and 21 points behind Mr. Jeff. I don't know, Jeff, if you're watching, I'm coming for you, dog. Goob has got the stacked running back lineup. I mean, now Justin Fields is kind of like Lamar Jackson 2.0, whatever. 50 points. Whew.
I'm going to hold on to my Justin Field comments until we talk about football.
That's fine. We can hold on to all that. So I had a good week. You had a good week.
I won.
You won. I am chasing
So
Jeff.
if you want to go, nothing in fantasy for me was, I had 86 cents. I don't know if the public knows this, but I don't put any money into FanDuel. I won't give them any money. I will continually take the last dime I have and work it back up to $70. So I had 86 cents at the end of this week, at the start of this week. I went, all right. Because I remember I won $1,898 4 weeks ago. Correct. I took all that to pay bills and have my life.
Sure.
And I ended up with 50, and I dropped it down to 86. I was at 86 this week. At the end of this week, I'm at $12.86. So I took some FanDuel points and I doubled some up, and I kind of got back to where I could actually play again to start making money. Because
So this weekend
was great. I crushed FanDuel over and over again, and then I killed everybody in I lost to you in high score.
High points. I got high points.
You got high points. So
listen, if you don't have Etienne and Walker, it's too late, man. You guys lost. Taking over.
Or Jalen Hurts and A.J. Brown. I got those.
I don't want to brag, but I drafted Etienne.
I got Tyreek Hill, too.
Anyway.
I drafted Tyreek Hill.
So I'll be honest, there wasn't too many fucked up things that happened in fantasy. It was a
No,
lot of blowouts.
I had a really good week.
Yeah, people took care of business.
I felt my team took care of business, got me where I need to be.
Right?
Scored points.
Yeah.
I feel like not one of the most dominant teams. That's not for sure. I mean, I feel good.
No, I'm coming for everyone.
My FanDuel looks.
I'm coming for everyone like this freaking leopard in India, who might be the best linebacker leopard ever. Have you heard about this guy?
No, not at all. Actually, this is no, I have not. But wait a minute, a leopard in India linebacker. Okay, cool, go.
Pretty much.
No, I like leopards. They're one of my favorite attackers.
Of course. I mean, whew. Talk about some speed, closing speed.
Closing speed, strength.
All right, so anyway, he was kind of like the leopard. She, I believe, the female leopard, was kind of like messing with people on a balcony. And then a motorcycle drove past, and this thing closed on the motorcycle. Knocked the motorcycle guy off, kind of attacked him a little bit. There was actually an Army Ranger. Came out, threw some rocks at it. The leopard attacked him, just like Lawrence Taylor. Like, just unbelievable closing speed on this leopard.
Okay, wait a minute here for a second. First of all, okay, so the leopard
Kind of running around an Indian town.
Yeah, okay, so it's running around this town just attacking everybody is what I'm getting out of this, and I'm trying to put it all together here where
Correct.
you're telling me that, hold on, if I'm not mistaken, that first of all, it was fucking with people on a balcony, and then it saw a motorcycle go over there, and it said,
Passing by, yeah.
and I'll go after that, and it got him, and it tackled his ass,
Tackles.
and then an Army Ranger came up and threw rocks at
An animal ranger.
an Animal Ranger.
Sure.
Came up and he threw rocks at it.
Distracted the animal from attacking the motorcycle guy.
And this was...
Who was getting fucked up.
And once again, Animal Ranger, because I think I said Army Ranger the first time. So Animal Ranger was just randomly there, and he said, I got this. And he threw rocks at the leopard.
Correct. Correct. So far, you're following.
So I'm following you so far.
Yeah.
And then the leopard killed all of these people, right?
No, the leopard didn't kill anyone.
Oh.
Actually, it was kind of crazy. There was actually a bunch of the locals got together and they actually jumped and tackled the leopard, kind of dogpiled / cat-piled this
The
leopard.
leopard.
Yeah, no weapons, no nothing. They just kind of like cornered him and jumped on him.
Hate to be 1 and 2.
The first two
I'd
guys.
I'd like to be 10 and 17.
Right.
The top of the pile.
So that was kind of funny.
Because that thing can probably still roll to its belly, I bet you. It's a good possibility that it spun itself. And so, wait a minute. First of all, I know leopards. I train them on the side. I know they do not ever go to a population of people and attack people. I have spent many of months and years with them, and I know this by whispering, that they usually stay away from populated areas.
Oh no, that's the whole thing. Deforestation, bigger cities. You know, it's not the leopard's fault.
So I needed an explanation for my leopard family.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
So that's fucking insane.
And they probably just like fucking with people.
Because usually...
As fast as that leopard was, man, I would just go, my snacks, gone.
But he wanted to kill.
Well, I mean...
Somebody's done something to this leopard in his family. This is...
That's maybe what we should find out.
This is an orca movie. This is with you killed my wife and my baby. And now I'm going to follow your boat everywhere and ruin you and kill you eventually.
The new Lion movie, Beast?
Yeah.
Not bad. Same kind of thing.
Same kind of concept, right? Somebody fucked something up and they said, well, I'm killing the bitch in the balcony. Nope, you can't. You gotta, I'll kill the guy on the motorcycle. I'm killing somebody.
Yeah, leopard had a goal, and apparently someone in that village was the goal.
Right. Until the Animal Ranger showed up and fucked the whole thing up for him.
Yeah, poor leopard.
Okay.
Only weighs 140 pounds.
But really strong. So, yeah, shout out to nobody in that because we were voting for the leopard. I was, at least.
Totally.
I got excited. So,
I mean,
is that it for our fucked up things? Can't be.
No, of course not. Well, he was a 140-pound leopard, and now we go to, I don't know, I got to talk about Ben Gordon a little bit. Have you heard?
Ben Gordon, the basketball player?
Yeah, 6'3", 200 pounds.
Yeah, that's good.
Solid guy. So apparently
6'3", 200
he's
pounds.
running around punching McDonald's security guards and his children.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he did.
What?
Yeah, he smacked his kid
Well, why
around
would he-
in an
why would he-
airport. And then
Before the McDonald's guy?
yeah, the McDonald's thing was kind of like the last straw.
The kid's the last. What?
Should have been. Should
No,
have
the
been.
kid's the last straw.
No, he said it was my kid, so they didn't arrest him for that.
I can beat my kid whenever I feel like it. To a bloody pulp. No, you can't, fucko. You can spank your kid, because you pussies won't. I will.
As long as it doesn't leave mark, it's fine.
Maybe a small mark and then goes away
Oh no, but Ben Gordon
before
is just
anybody
like,
shows up.
it's like
you have
a
to know you made a
10-time
mistake,
shutout.
but no, Ben doesn't sound right in this whole deal.
No, let's skip him. Let's go to Shih Tzus.
No, wait a minute. How about the McDonald's guy?
I feel bad for the McDonald's guy. He's just working at Chicago McDonald's, and all of a sudden Ben Gordon's
Oh.
all pissed off about not being Michael Jordan. And
I don't believe any security guard in Chicago gets any breaks because you chose to be that guy. That's a tough city. so he got beat up by Ben Gordon.
nah, just punched.
Ben's having a bad.
I just feel like, going from someone that's so good, and he was so good at playing basketball.
he doesn't play basketball anymore.
No, he's just punching people.
Oh, well, that's not good for Ben. That's fucked
It's
up.
not. It's not good for anybody.
I mean, I thought Ben still played basketball. I mean, he's not that old.
Who's it? Dwight Howard's going to play in Taiwan.
Yeah, right. So
That's
I mean,
interesting. You figure Ben maybe.
should be able to play somewhere, right? I mean, he can't be anywhere near Dwight.
I mean, sounding just like guessing, he's probably just single dad. Just can't control his anger.
Oh. I've been there.
Yeah, just
I had to read lots of books.
just
and-
like punching.
shock
Stuff's
breed.
not where you should go with that.
I don't know. It's a tough one. I just ignore the. I just ignore all those people and just keep walking now. So that's what you should do.
Nice.
You can't beat your kid. I mean,
No, we don't have to go there. Of course, no one beats their kids. That's ridiculous.
apparently Ben Gordon does.
We are gonna beat our stat guy now, just to show you how wrong it is. No, I'm kidding.
On camera.
On camera, he's gonna.
Let's do it. Let's see what happens.
He's waiting for. He's waiting for the bug.
Anything else?
There-
Fucked up.
I mean, I guess we have so much sports. So should I talk about the Shih Tzu that scared off the little bears, and then the mama bear attacked the Shih Tzu owners just to be like, oh, "You're coming after my people, I go after your people."
What?
All right, so we're in Vermont.
So we're gonna do it. Yeah, do it.
We're
I
gonna
wanna
do
hear
it.
I want to hear this story.
There's a bunch of pumpkins, a bunch of
I don't
little
know this story either.
little bears are eating like pumpkin decorations, Hollywood or Halloween reserves.
Okay.
Yeah, so
That's
whatever. So the little Shih Tzu, the Shih Tzus are like this big, cute as hell.
Well, not that big, but yeah, they're cute.
So he chases the little cubs up the tree.
Tough guy.
Right, and apparently the owners didn't have the dog on the leash laws. I don't know what that means. I'm not for or against, but
Say that again. So,
the dog was not on a leash. So anyway, the mama bear was all pissed off at the little Shih Tzu, but just decided to attack the dog owners.
all right. Well, that's who you should attack. It's not the dog's fault.
She didn't think so, apparently.
No. She knew. The bear knew. Put the dog on the leash. We wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not exactly sure where the humor rolls in here. The dog owners got crazy, like, kind of like scratched up and whatnot. They ran inside, left the Shih Tzu outside.
How's the Shih Tzu?
Fine, it's a little Shih Tzu. Those
Yeah.
things are little warriors.
Nice. So
I think
that's
I think
fine.
that's what their name means. Someone Google that. It's that guy. Shih Tzu, little warrior? Maybe.
Could be. It's possible. Sounds Asian.
It could be. Yes.
Little warrior. Nice. All right. Cool.
No, that's all I got.
That's it.
Yeah, it was a pretty sad week in fucked up things. I mean, we could go into the elections, but we do not want to.
I didn't.
Herschel Walker's in the lead. Wait, no, he's not. Wait, yeah, he is.
Is he?
It's close. Herschel Walker's going to be a thing.
Well, that'd be sad if he won.
Well, yeah, no, I agree.
That guy should not be a politician. But whatever.
Right, exactly. Now that's a whole nother show. We'll do a
Maybe we could do that show now. It'd be better than talking about sports.
FBN politics.
Politics now. No, I don't have time for that.
No, yep, me neither.
I'd rather just be sad about this week in sports.
Yes. I was on a bye. I was sad about that. Niners. The Niners were on a bye.
No game. That's
No
sad.
game. No game. All we are healing people.
Ooh,
Yes. Armstead should be back soon.
that's good.
Kinlaw back soon. Greenlaw back soon. We're getting back pretty much everyone. Debo obviously healthy.
Obviously, because he didn't play in that game when Christian McCaffrey
Yeah, just
did all
did
that
everything.
fancy stuff. He did all that without Debo. That's what's frightening about the whole thing. It's like he did a lot of shit without the best player on the team. So when you bring the best offensive player, when those two together might actually be kind of scary, actually, because they're really can be put anywhere and really can get yards after the catch once they get the ball,
Unbelievably
which
so.
is kind of important,
And that's all we've been doing. We've been scheming. We've been getting healthy.
as you should. I would
Th-
scheme the
there's
hell out of those two players.
Nothing but smiles here on the Goob's face. I am ready for next week. We got the Chargers. I get to go to the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
Brian's
so I'm-
taking in the game, right?
Yeah, so I'm going to Santa Clara. Gonna watch us
Sick.
attempt to play Herbert and his. I don't know how many receivers he has left.
He's got Palmer and a tight end.
There you
and
go.
Austin Eckler.
I'm in.
Go.
I think this will be a good game for the Niners. I'm looking forward to being 5-4. We are chasing Geno Smith, which just good job by him. 6-3
Well, I
Seahawks, leading the league in completion percentage.
Leading it. I
Yeah.
think Geno Smith and the
Yeah.
Seattle Seahawks might be a conversation.
It is. I want to get to just I can tell you're itching to talk about.
I'm itching my knee right now.
So Packers, huh? Wow, deep breath. Here we go. I'm gonna give him some room.
Listen, first of all, there's a lot of injuries. I mean, in this game alone, we lost Romeo Doubs. Rashawn Gary's out for the year.
Huge.
DeAndre Campbell.
Losing Rashawn Gary
Losing
is
Rashawn
not
Gary.
something you should just skip by. It's
For the
monster.
year.
For the year.
Like next year, this time, we're 7 games in, 8 games in. So if you're telling me it takes a whole year for a superstar, apparently, because David Bakhtiari is in and out. I don't know. It feels weird. Fuck, man. Bad. Gone. And the best player on the defense. I mean, he's the Clay Matthews, the Reggie White, the go get the quarterback and disrupt player on the defense.
No,
Devondre Campbell from line 7 yards back, covering spots and playing zone defense. Yeah, he's out too.
Oh,
And this is his
no.
this is his game and a half out because he was out for the half a game and then this whole game and probably next week and so that's done.
And Aaron Jones is hurt. I mean,
Aaron Jones is a possible for the Dallas Cowboy game against what top 3rd, 4th, 5th defense in football. Not good.
do we give up or do we have reason for optimism somewhere?
I believe as a Packer fan, I always have optimism. I always think Aaron can turn it around because I've seen the Packers turn it around. But then I also look at past history and see that how many Hail Marys have won games for us? So that's not winning the game. That's, oh shit, we went on a Hail Mary pass. How many comebacks? I watched a season one time where we had like 5 fourth quarter last minute drives to win the game. So
There's
Listen,
just not a lot of that there. And can we address the
there's
one
there's
obvious-
none of that there. There's nobody making a play on the team for anybody. Aaron Jones is doing his job as a running back. A.J. Dillon is doing his job as a running back. Aaron Rodgers is throwing 3 interceptions in the red zone this week.
Well, I just wanted to say, have you ever seen anything more embarrassing that Aaron Rodgers has done? I mean, aside from maybe a commercial or two, but
This week?
this week against
Lions?
basically the league's worst defense.
Well, Bakhtiari will never be open again. He'll never be open again.
And open by
He'll-
6 yards, 10
he'll-
yards.
He'll never be open again. That wide. He'll never be by himself standing in the. In fact, when Aaron threw the interception, I was looking at that side going, who in the fuck was he throwing it to? Because the only fucking person completely wide open was 69. And I thought if he was throwing it to 69, he missed him by 5 yards. Who was by himself standing in the end zone. And if he was throwing it, he was not throwing it to 69. There's no, oh my God, there's no way he was throwing it to 69. Because 69 would have not been open ever if he was throwing to 69. So I didn't understand that play. I don't know how many of the plays I understood after a point in time. I was like, oh my God. No, fine.
Oh, it was just sad. I'm sorry. I've never seen him do, like you said, he was 5 yards off on 2 of his picks. Another one was a nice play by Detroit, but.
Well, I don't know how many players we have left for this week. And I can be honest, I don't see much of a future with the Packers. What I do see, and this is the honest truth, and this is the truth. I see a lot of shit that happened before. I see what happened during the off seasons. I've seen what's happened the last 2 fucking off seasons, and I can tell you something personally right now, and this is how I truly feel, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat anything. I do not want to hear anything about retirement. I don't want the Packers quarterback to be any this. It should not be a discussion. Listen, Aaron Rodgers is not going to hear one fucking word I say tonight. But do me a favor, a small favor. Win 6 games. 6. Just win 6 fucking games. Get the 3 rookie receivers that you've been asking for to work together and to do the things you're asking them to do. When the season ends at 9-8, go take your break. When the possibility that you could actually work with these receivers again and the rest of the team, get back together, do it. Here's the best part about this thing. When the draft happens, you're going to get a new left tackle. Because 8 and 9 probably get us a pretty decent left tackle. That's just a guess. It's a guess. Say goodbye to Randall Cobb. That's fine. And Alan Lazard.
Are you talking about next year already?
Oh, I am. Are you asking me for this year?
We got time for that.
No.
Let's talk about some important teams.
No. Listen, they don't have time for that. Their next 3 games are the Eagles, the Cowboys, and somebody in the middle. So if we are 5-7, what is our record now? I mean, 5-8, I'll be thrilled to death. So 5-8 is not making the playoffs. I don't think we're going to beat the Cowboys, beat the next team, and beat the Eagles and go in the next 3 in a row. I just don't. So.
That's fair.
So it's fair, right? Here's the next thing. Don't you dare retire, because I will shit myself after the last 2 fucking seasons of your bullshit. I'm sorry to say, fuck this season. Do not retire. I will lose.
It's over. Packer season's over. You heard it first.
You should have retired. No, the next 3 games will decide the season. So we either go 3-0 against the Cowboys and the Eagles, and whoever's in the middle. We got to beat the Cowboys and the Eagles to go 3-0. If we don't go 3-0, we're starting to not. If we lose to the Cowboys, win the next game, and lose to the Eagles, we've gone 1-3, or 1-2, and 1-2 is not going to get us there. So we got to beat the Cowboys and the Eagles. Both 1 6-2, one is undefeated. I'm sorry to say, I'm not trying to sugarcoat anything anymore. If we don't beat those 2 teams, I think we're done. We have to beat the Eagles and the Cowboys. Let's see how this weekend goes. Don't you dare retire. You should have retired this year then, because Jordan Love could have fucking just gelled with these rookie receivers. We wouldn't have to do all this. We should have made the trade. We should have made the trade like the Seahawks. We should have traded Aaron Rodgers to the fucking Denver Broncos, got 5 first-round picks, 2 second-round picks, Noah Fant, a defensive end, a cornerback, a linebacker, a special teams player. And
so you're saying you have to beat the Eagles, the 8-0 Eagles,
the 8-0 Eagles,
and then the Cowboys,
6-2 Cowboys.
who just scored 49 points last week.
Yes.
All right.
And somebody's in the middle of those two.
All right. So
And we have to win those 3 games to turn this season around. If we don't win those 3 games, season's over.
I think we can talk about that next year.
When we win
You're not winning 3 games in a row. Let's move on.
against the Cowboys,
Can we move on?
No, I'm not done.
Not done yet. All right. What else you got?
We suck. I'm pissed.
Well, that's not.
I'm mad at this whole year because I'm just now I'm talking about next year because that's all I have left, and I just don't want to hear this bullshit next year. I just want an off season of no talk, people preparing for the next year. Not about.
You don't want Aaron Rodgers' vacation picks?
I don't want to. No, I don't. As long as there is a meeting with receivers and quarterback for 2 weeks before vacation, and a meeting with receivers and quarterbacks for the next 2 weeks after that, and we're throwing in the off season, and we're talking to each other, and we're working on plays. If not, then Jordan Love would really be willing to do off-season workouts, off-season throwing to the receivers, off-season prepping for the game, off-season prepping for the season, off-season willing to try to win the Super Bowl next year. And right now, what I see on the field by the Green Bay Packers is not any of that. So where are the problems at? I understand the injuries. I understand the next man up. But there is no next man up. We're the only fucking football team in football that doesn't have the next man up mentality. Because if Bruce Arians was the coach of the ball team, then the next man up would be ready. So, I don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen it look this bad. So, you want to talk about other games?
I do kind of, yeah.
Let's go Chiefs. Let's go Chiefs Titans then, because that was a good game.
All right.
I like that game a lot. That was a really good game.
I mean, basically for, leader kind of in the clubhouse for the AFC, Chiefs, Titans. Titans, the winner of this, basically I think it's the favorite.
Chiefs Titans, well, Bills, but yeah, I mean,
oh yeah, we'll get to
Josh Allen and the Bills, they got to be the favorite right now.
Get to that.
They have to be. If they're not the favorite, I'm kind of shocked. But
Patrick Mahomes, 68 passes. Is that too many passes?
Josh Allen threw something like that this year and lost. So yeah, I think if you have to throw that many passes, the scheme's not working.
Yeah, only 24 points for the Chiefs. I mean, it wasn't a high-scoring game. It was just Derrick Henry versus Patrick Mahomes, and it was kind of fun. You're right.
It was only Derrick Henry for the first half, though. He had like 22 yards and nothing in the second half. So adjustment, Chiefs shutting down Derrick Henry, but adjustment not by the Chiefs opening up the offense and beating the defensive line of the Tennessee Titans, because they pretty much dominated the game. That defensive line and that Simmons dude and whoever else.
Right, so there's no chance that the Colts or anyone in the South catches the Titans, even though they lost this game.
Not any chance in hell. I think,
I like it.
I even with the kid quarterbacking his last game, which was this week against the Chiefs, which he held his own.
Is that Malik again?
Malik,
Willis?
yeah. No, so Malik played a game against the Chiefs and held his own. Now, I know Derrick Henry helped out in a big way, but Derrick Henry helps out Ryan Tannehill in a big way.
Yeah.
So why can't Derrick Henry help out Malik Willis in a big way? I think between the two of them and you having to decide who's getting the ball and which way Malik Willis might run and which way Derrick Henry might run and who's going to get the most yards out of the... I don't know. I think it works.
Yeah, we can see that. We can see that again.
I liked his arm a few times. I watched Malik throw the ball. It was fearless, and it was pretty big and strong. So if you can find some accuracy within that, I think having Derrick Henry. But here's the problem. Derrick Henry's at year 5 or 6, and Malik Willis is at year 1, and Derrick Henry's only got a couple more of those. and Malik Willis has, hopefully, in his mind, 15. So, I don't know. You got to find another one of those if that's your plan. But no, I thought Malik Willis held his own. I thought what a great game that was. And I thought the defenses played awesome, and I thought best game of the year so far for me to watch.
Oh yeah, well we've had some bad
two.
TV games, so that one was a treat.
That was a treat
compared to the the Browns games and stuff we had to watch.
Yeah, some of the shit we have to watch is terrible. No, I agree. I thought that was an excellent game. So,
indeed, and right, like you said, you got to go right to the Bills.
You have to.
Kansas City, Tennessee, and the whole AFC East. Honestly, we have to talk about a little bit. If you want to take a deep dive into the AFC East, the Bills lost, but to a Jets team that with wing sauce.
Buffalo wing sauce.
With buffalo wing sauce.
He was cheese sauce when he beat the Packers. He was cheese sauce. Now he's beat the Bills. He's buffalo wing sauce. And I'll just keep naming this guy for every fucking time he picks off a ball and is a huge part of the team winning the game. Because good for the Jets.
Good for the Jets. Quentin Williams playing great defense. Robert Saleh. Both Niners coordinators, by the way, are doing real well.
Fantastic.
In Miami and
in the East, in the AFC East.
Right?
Both coordinators are in the AFC East.
All looking good.
They're going to have to go against each other.
Even the Patriots are winning games impressively. I mean, they made a couple snarky comments about Belichick when he was passing a couple legends, and then he's like, all right.
Belichick is...
Yeah. You don't want to make him mad.
He's a good coach. I saw a poll today.
He's all right.
Who won the next championship, Nick Saban or Belichick? And I said Saban just because I think Saban could sneak one with all the talent and all the college prospects.
Sure, once every 4 years, he probably just automatically wins one.
It's tough to win in the NFL. I mean, college...
We know.
Jesus. It's like every 12 or 15
Steve Young, my hero, 1995.
Yeah, right.
Up there on the wall.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers with his lucky ass win in 2010. You know what I mean? Brett Favre with nice 98 one, you know what I'm saying? Lost to Elway in the next one. Shoot, tough to win these fucking things. And we go into this every year thinking we're going to win these things. So.
Every year. We got
this. Every year. We got this. Awesome by the Jets. Played defense.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Shut down Josh Allen. Nobody can shut down Josh Allen.
He's had a couple weird weeks.
He has. The Packers shut him down in the second half. And then he went to the Jets game, and then Jets kind of just shut him down.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what that is.
I think you're gonna have. I think you're gonna have these games. Teams are gonna figure you out. Yeah. Teams are gonna get, and then you have to adjust. That's what it's all about.
Found a weakness on the O-line or something.
Yeah, and then now you adjust. You bring a tight end. You whatever you got to do. So I mean, that's what happens. Josh will be fine.
Yeah.
If Josh completely falls apart, I'll shit myself.
Yeah. No,
he's got an elbow injury, something or AU or whatever it is, might affect him a little bit. Aaron Rodgers has got a thumb issue, might affect him a little bit. I don't know, man.
We'll see. Healthiest quarterback wins.
Matthew Stafford was the last one to win. Really? The healthiest quarterback win?
Maybe he wasn't very healthy, was he?
No, right? I don't think he was.
He was broken.
He just had that year. You know what? It was all about him leaving the Lions. I'm blaming the Lions. I don't think the Rams would have won the Super Bowl if it wasn't for the Lions holding on to all
like anti-luck?
Yeah, it was. It was like one of those weird things. It was like, the Lions killed Barry. They killed Calvin. Matthew got away. You know what we're going to do? Super Bowl championship.
Done.
What? So Matthew Stafford left the Lions. That doesn't happen for any other Lion who got to leave, right? Now you just gave Matthew like a devil signing contract thing or some shit. I like Matthew signed a contract with the devil. Get me out of Detroit. Well, sign the contract. I'm going to get you to L.A. You get one Super Bowl. After that, suck dick. You're back to being Matthew Stafford, the interception throwing machine who doesn't win the games.
Wow. They are like 32nd in the league. They lost to Brady.
I'll take it.
And I don't even know what happened in that game. It was like 16-13.
Matt went this. This is what Matt did. Hold on, Devil. Let me get this straight. I don't have to live in Detroit anymore, and you're going to give me a Super Bowl victory. Where would you like me to sign? I will sign your penis with my tongue in cursive. I'm sorry, I don't know. If that was Matthew Stafford and I had the option. If I was Matthew Stafford and the devil said, sign this with your tongue in cursive and I'll give you a LA living and a Super Bowl championship, there'd be some cursive tongue signing. Just saying. I don't know.
That's the thing.
That's fine. I understand. Chiefs Titans great. Mahomes lost the game. Or won a game again because he's the man. Again. He's the man.
You can't give him more than like 3.5 seconds or he'll come back and get a field goal.
Yeah, he's going to win. So,
Yep.
Justin Fields looks really phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you can't talk about the NFL with the two most exciting quarterbacks in the league right now. Justin Fields is blowing up.
Tua.
His passes actually looked good last week. Like, he'd just take the 2 steps, that lineman would come up, he would zip that pass right over, saying, first down.
Fields.
Fields. Well, Tua is not so much the running part. I was getting to the sneaky running part. But yeah, they both seem to, I don't know, they're getting more accurate. Tua especially, super accurate.
I think Fields has got an offense he works well in. So I think that's helpful. Talent around him. Fields
looks amazing because every time he takes off, like I said, the next time the defensive end just walks right up and then easy pass, and he's figured out the easy pass.
Right. Well, that's
so now he has easy pass, or I'm just going to run for 10 yards.
So now my question to you: Fields, Trey Lance. So was there a mistake made?
No, of course
by
not.
the Niners.
I don't believe so.
Okay. Look, Andy, Goob answered the question. I answered a simple question.
Very simple question. Was I? I was.
Do you think Trey? Do you think Justin Fields would have got injured on that play? Probably not.
I can't.
Probably a better athlete.
I can't talk about medical stuff.
No, I'm just saying that just a better athlete.
Oh no! I mean, honestly, Justin Fields was amazing this last week. Maybe he's 4.4. Maybe he's faster now. You know, I think
I know he's faster.
He might be running a 4.2 now.
I know he's faster now. You know why? Because the injury that happened to Trey Lance is going to change Trey Lance's life. He will not be as fast anymore. He will not be as quick anymore. And Justin Fields still runs at 4.40.
Well, I'm just saying he might be running 4.240. Justin Fields.
He's like,
he looks like he's getting better.
All those cornerbacks got
toasted.
They
all run 4.5s.
And they all run 4.5, 4.4s. They all run something that is catchable to the fastest player.
No angles, caught him.
Gone. Touchdown. So that's why I asked the question, because you could have had Justin Fields. You could have had Mac Jones, but that was probably better you didn't take him.
Nope. But solid.
Justin Fields.
Niners love Trey Lance. We got this, baby.
You fucking Niner fans do. You don't know anything about this guy. You
fuck the
are
rest
still
of them
clueless to anything about Trey Lance. Nobody knows a fucking thing about Trey Lance. Played a couple of snaps here and there. Super Bowl champions.
Comes out the hand hot.
Justin Fields got 2 years on you now. Now he's starting to settle into the NFL. That's good for him.
I mean, yeah, the one bad thing is that we have to pay, or we lose all Trey Lance's like years of experience because he doesn't get to play.
He's not playing.
So that's the main thing.
That's what I'm saying.
I think if he was playing in 2 years, he would be, but he's going to experience the Justin Fields breakthrough that we just saw.
Right. Eventually.
I think that's going to happen with Trey
Eventually. We're going to get there eventually.
Unless the Achilles.
2 years from now, 3 years from now, we're going to see this Trey Lance thing. Everybody hold the fuck on. We'll be here. We're going to be here. We're going to be here when Trey breaks through the hymen.
Right through that.
When Trey busts the hymen, the FB and Goob show, we're going to be here.
Test for
Goob is going to have a jersey on, a Trey Lance jersey, which I'll tell you a story. Do you have a Trey Lance jersey yet?
It's in the mail now.
It's in the mail.
It's in the mail.
Nice, because he has every single other jersey. I like Michael Crabtree got drafted to the Niners. And then a day later, Goob walked in with a Crabtree jersey on. I was like, wasn't the draft yesterday? He was like, Crabtree.
And I poured cement all throughout the Good Time Tavern at 125 North Livermore Avenue. And Road Crabtree. And literally. In cement. It's there forever.
And that guy, but he does not have a Trey Lance jersey. It's
in the mail. It's in the mail.
He did not.
The price dropped when he broke his whatever.
He did not have the Crabtree guarantee. Now he does.
That's fine. Now I do.
After the season-ending injury to Trey Lance.
All right, so we all agree Trey Lance will be better than Aaron Rodgers. And do we have anything else to talk about football?
He could win more Super Bowls.
We want to talk about Lamar Jackson.
I do have something to talk about in Super Bowl. I have something great to talk about in football.
Super Bowl.
So football. Sorry, I was thinking of the thing we're not going to win this year.
Yeah.
I do.
I think if we don't get to beat you, it won't be the same.
Frank Wright fired.
Oh yeah.
And announcer, her ESPN
Random
analyzer,
fan,
or
Jeff
just
Saturday.
just some guy working at a Taco Bell is now the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts. There are a lot of coaches out there. There was 2 interns on the team. There was 2 guys on the team that were like, well, which one do you think are going to get the head coaching job? I don't know. I mean, we were only going to get 8 weeks of being the coach, so probably you, because I think you're better at this. I think you talk to the guys better. No, I think it's going to be you, dog, because I think you really got your shit together. Hey, did you get that text? Yeah. Jeff's
Jeff Saturday.
Jeff Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, head coach of the Indianapolis Colts. He was I'm pretty sure he was on ESPN as an analyzer. I don't even think Jeff has any fucking clue. I think he was coaching.
Analyzer.
He was a high school coach, probably in the city he lived in, because somebody forced him to do it. Jeff, come coach my kid's high school team. You're fucking Jeff Saturday, you big dog.
Yeah, his little acceptance interview was awesome. He was like, you know what? All I want to do is like hang out with some dudes, coach some football. I'm like, I love it. I accepted the job.
I did.
Like,
Well, he offered
not?
me. Oh, what is he making? Does anybody know? Did we look that up? Did we fucking see how much Jeff's making?
Now he's doing it just for the barbecue fun of it. Oh wait,
no, he's
race car fun of it.
not. No, he's not. I mean, doesn't he still work for ESPN?
Not anymore, I don't think.
Well, no, he's the head coach of the Indianapolis
There you
Colts.
go. Yeah.
Jeff Saturday, head coach of the Indianapolis Colts, bro.
I like him. I think he's cool.
I love Jeff.
Jeff. I wish him luck.
He was the center for the Packers. How
Hey,
can
you
I
know
like?
what? If he could do it, maybe we could do it.
Nope.
Let's resume. I'll coach the.
You'll coach the water boy.
I'll go for the
And
Lions.
I'll coach the towel boy.
I'm going for the Lions. I'll be the Lions coach.
Well,
Dan
we-
Campbell, I'm coming for your job. Regular Joes like me, even more regular than Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell almost lost his fucking job, other than on Saturday or Sunday he beat the Packers and kept his fucking job. That's unbelievable. Right?
It was fun to watch. I'll be honest. I mean, it's very sad.
No, it's not. You don't give a fuck.
Well, sort of was. We had a lot of Packers fans. It wasn't even nationally telecast, so we had all sorts of you guys all excited.
Listen, let's just go.
Then sad.
Let's go to college football, because if we talk about the Packers again, I'll get angry again. I'll get mad at Aaron Rodgers for no reason. I mean, you know, it's not his fucking fault that we're losing. He had those 3 interceptions, and I'm not very happy with it. But it's not his fault. It's not. I just don't want any shit in the offseason. I just want
It was just really fun to watch.
the game or this
Just
offseason or the rest of the
Aaron
year.
Rodgers throwing 3 terrible passes. Like, he hasn't done that in, like, normally a whole season. Like, you get 3 passes like that.
No,
Maybe.
I think he throws the same passes all the time. I think most of the time
And maybe he's got wobbly on.
I don't know. Stupid. We just look stupid.
Yeah,
So.
that was gross.
Go LSU.
Yeah, LSU. That was one of the previews, huh? They beat Alabama on a gutsy call, I thought.
On a gutsy call. Go LSU.
No, LSU, Death Valley, they held Alabama to a shitload of field goals.
2 losses.
And now Alabama has 2 losses. And they are well outside the top 4. It would take a miracle for them to get back in the thing.
They just have to beat Georgia in the SEC championship.
They actually could probably get back in there really easy.
If TCU keeps their spot and holds it, and then Alabama beats Georgia in the SEC championship, TCU will lose its spot and Alabama will take 4th.
And I will riot.
Do whatever you want.
I will.
It's very possible.
It is very possible.
It's very possible Alabama would Alabama be the first 2-loss team, or would Alabama be the second 2-loss team because Alabama lost 2 games before?
Yes, that's correct.
That's correct. So Alabama. So yeah, Alabama could be still in it. Go LSU for
Go
beating
LSU.
Alabama and giving them their second loss.
Now that was the big thing.
And I don't believe LSU was ranked. Was that wrong?
LSU was 15th.
15th,
They have creeped into the top 10,
as they should. They beat
creating
Alabama.
more of an SEC jam pile,
Nice.
of course.
I hope Georgia beats Alabama, and we don't even talk about this anymore.
Right. But you guys are looking good.
Yeah, I know.
The Ohio State Buckeyes, they got their win.
In the win game.
The wind game, yes. Oh, man, this shit was crazy.
No, we won that game.
You did.
So
I'm just saying, C.J. Stroud did not look good.
we look like shit.
Threw
I was
for
trying to
seven-
just get through the win game comment and move on.
no,
He threw for 79 yards. or some
79
shit.
yards passing.
79 yards passing.
Most of them to Marvin Jr., though.
He's the man. I told you this at the beginning of the year. I
Yeah.
told you the best receiver in college football is Marvin Harrison Jr. And Marvin Harrison Jr. is still the best receiver in college football.
That's-
I told you this. He still is. He's going to be.
we
He's
shall-
going to win the award.
Yeah, no, I don't have any arguments as of this time.
Right now, you don't.
Sure, Hyatt just had a loss. He's got way more yards, not as many touchdowns. It's fine. The Blitnikoff is still up in the air. You're right.
When he
Tennessee guy, all you guys.
when he goes
And
for
this guy
one
from Tulane.
when he goes from 180 when he goes for 186 and 2 touchdowns against Michigan, you'll go. Nope, that's it. We're all finished. Marvin Harrison Jr. winner. So that's what we're
Very
waiting
good.
on, the Michigan game.
All
That's it. I told you it last week. The only thing we're waiting on is the Michigan Ohio State game because I don't think anything else matters anymore.
Yeah, we just skipped
after
you guys.
after LSU won that game. Now Alabama's pushed themselves out of it. You're hoping on TCU. You've been hoping on TCU for the last
Horned Frogs, baby.
3 weeks. I think you've said Frogs 3 weeks in a row on this show.
At least.
Horned Frogs 3 weeks in a row on this show. So we are definitely voting for them. He does not want to see Alabama beat Georgia. That fuck his whole Horned Frog thing right up.
Or the Carolina thing. Carolina won again
Carolina.
on the road.
Clemson losing to Notre Dame
Does not help me.
does not help you if you beat Clemson in the national championship.
Not much.
It won't be Notre Dame because Notre Dame's lost too many games in the beginning of the year to be a part of it. But Clemson losing to Notre Dame, who lost those 3 in a row in the beginning.
So much math, but yeah, that did not
Yeah, the
help.
math is all over the place, and it's always going to be all over the place because that's what college football is about. That's why Michigan Ohio State is the game that matters. That's it right now. Nothing else matters. I don't believe in college football.
Can the loser of that game still make the Final Four? Probably not, right?
No, they don't get the luxury of the
SEC teams.
Yeah, because they play in the same division. So they can't play the championship game together. One of those guys plays another team that doesn't deserve to be in a championship game, trouts them, runs over them, and then they get to go. So it's between Michigan and Ohio State, right? That's it.
Pretty much.
Who are they going to play in the other? Who's the other division's winner? Wisconsin. I mean, who's that?
Yeah,
Rutgers. We've already killed both those teams. So Michigan's already killed both those teams. So when they lose to each other, and then one of them has to play that guy, if that guy wins, that would kill Michigan or Ohio State. If they went to the Big Ten championship, and the Big Ten championship was against somebody who apparently wasn't as good as them, and they won that game, that would stir up the whole pot. Alabama would be back in the goddamn thing with 3 losses, with the loss to Georgia. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, Alabama's still better than everybody else. Go in there and win it. And they're probably right, actually. They probably would be right. Alabama would go in there and probably still be playing against Georgia for the national championship.
Right?
That's fair, right?
That is fair. And I just want to say TCU at Texas. That's their biggest hurdle.
That's their biggest hurdle. Texas is
So
their
Horned
biggest
Frogs
hurdle.
at Texas. If they win this week, I think they win out and be hard to argue. Undefeated. They've played a lot of good scheduled.
We didn't argue it with Cincinnati last year, so
No.
I don't think you can argue with TCU.
Yeah, I want to see who the new horny sauce is. Nah, I'm working on
You should work on that one.
Yeah.
That's a big one for you to work on.
it. Frog sauce?
Frog sauce. Frog sauce. There's
That
probably
works a little better.
You could do frog sauce.
Sure.
I mean,
If
somebody.
you're French or Bayesian.
Somebody has to do frog sauce. I mean, there's frog legs. I'm sure there's a gravy you could make from the frog leg.
Absolutely.
Frog sauce.
Oh yeah, Penn State won. We got a stud, Drew. I just want to say Drew Alar.
I thought you wanted to buy.
No, we beat the shit out of Indiana. It was embarrassing, but we did get to play our freshman quarterback, who looks a lot like Josh Allen. Stay tuned for Drew Alar highlights.
Drew Alar highlights. Well, we better get a TV up behind us so we can put those Drew Alar highlights on every show.
I'll just put little still frames behind it. It'll be like he's in action.
Pictures.
It'll just be look like he's moving.
7 pictures in a row.
Or like those Halloween ones where
Yeah.
you just look a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, look. Touchdown. Arm back. Touchdown. Arm back.
I think that would work.
I think that would work too. Then there would be no copyright strikes. You get the fuzzy picture made of some quarterback that's probably not going to matter a shit in this world, made so people can do this on the show. We should just do everything where if you move your head, something changes.
We could probably do that.
No, I mean like picture-wise behind us.
All right, so that's college football, basically. We're, the main big guys are still in it.
Yeah.
Horned Frogs, possibly.
Alabama.
Tulane, a little shout out to them. They've won more games than they've ever won.
Good for Tulane.
Good for Tulane. College basketball also started.
Yeah, I know you're all excited about it. Go ahead.
I am. I'm wearing all my stuff. I got all my
like, hey, we're doing college basketball now. I'm like, no, I don't think so.
Nah.
Dude, it started, and look at all my shit I'm wearing. Oh, I guess we're doing college basketball tonight then.
Yeah.
So, go.
No, that's fair. Number 1, Carolina. Number 4, Kentucky. And number probably like 56,000.
Which gets you in the tournament. You heard the number he said.
That'll get you in.
That's 8 above.
Yep. We all won.
So,
No stats needed. We barely even played anybody. It's all good.
no stats needed. I always think that college basketball starts when those like the silly big tournaments start. You know what I mean? Like, the Hawaii Invitational.
Yeah, that's
Or
coming up.
the Alaskan Uk Invitational.
Used to be the shootout.
The shootout. You know what I mean? So
The
now you're like,
Uk-Uk. I like that.
yeah, you know. So you're
Sign
like,
me up.
oh shit, I'm so
If I
excited.
could do the cruise, Alaskan cruise, check out the
While the
Uk-Uk.
basketball tournament was going on at the Uk.
Ooh-wee.
See, that's what I'm saying.
I
So
guess
that's when I feel basketball starts, is when like we win the Hawaii Invitational
Nah.
or we win the But
All right, so that'll start soon, and what did just end,
baseball.
FB and the Goobs baseball report. Astros won. Everyone hates it.
Nobody sucks. Fucking sucks.
No, if you want the review, basically, Phillies got back to Philly, hit a bunch of home runs, thought it was cool. Then got no hit the next game.
Yeah,
and,
right. Verlander crushed them.
Well, Verlander was the game after that.
Oh, that's right. They did that.
It was Christian Javier.
And the other guy.
Yeah, Christian Javier threw 6 no hit, and then a bunch of other guys added into it.
No hit.
No hit. Verlander got his first win in the World Series ever right after that.
Yeah, he pitched well.
Pitched well. Jeremy Pena hit the home run. He became the World Series MVP, so nice job, Jeremy Pena.
Sure.
First ever rookie to win a Gold Glove at shortstop, and one of 3 ever rookie position players to win a MVP in the World Series.
Dude, fuck, that's awesome.
Yeah, so nice
Go
job, Jeremy Pena.
Yeah, go Jeremy Pena. That's, dude, shout out. That's like a pre-shout out, because that's sick.
Yeah, and other than that, there was a parade when the Astros won. Ted Cruz got hit by a beer. A guy got arrested, and I had a laugh.
These days are getting better. So,
I thought it was pretty hilarious.
look forward to bright skies, people. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, anytime...
We don't advocate throwing beers, but anytime Ted Cruz does
Ted
something
Cruz is
funny,
involved in it, that might be good. He
Yeah.
wore those white boots at that one thing, and after that, I was all done with him. Yeah, Dodgers still in the race for Aaron Judge?
yes, World Series has begun. Giants,
Has ended.
well, yeah, our only free agents are Brandon Belt, Jack Peterson, and Carlos Rodon.
For
And
who are you, the Giants?
For the Giants.
No,
I don't think we'll sign anyone.
None of those
probably.
guys. You can give those guys up. Are you
Yeah.
trying to get any big players? Trey Turner?
I mean,
Jaron Judge?
you know the local news. We're gonna get everybody.
Everybody,
Gonna
I
get
know
Rizzo,
it, I
We're
know
gonna
it.
get Rizzo. We're gonna get Judge.
I know. The local news thinks that your owner wants to spend that money and do that things, because that's what the local news thinks.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see. I bet you the Dodgers get Aaron Judge. Makes sense, doesn't it? Go from one really rich paying team to another.
I mean,
really-
I would not be surprised
No.
at anything like that.
I think it fits us best because we can take Mookie and put him at second. So I think in the whole grand scheme of things, we have the All-Star still in the field all the time.
As long as
We
they
don't
have 9
replace one
all-stars.
right fielder with another right fielder. We keep both right fielders. We just put the other one where he started at, second base.
Seems fair. I mean, that's the way of the Major League
I don't
Baseball.
think it's going to win us a World Series because both Aaron Judge and the Dodgers watched somebody else win the World Series. So
I say we take all the really good teams and chop a foot off all their best players. And see what happens.
we get to nominate the best players. Ours. Ours.
I don't know. It's still boring. Baseball's still boring. We had a good season, I guess.
Ours is Muncie. You can cut his foot off.
Chop his leg off.
Chop his leg off. The rest of the guys get to keep their shit, right?
But he gets a cool, like, Willie thing, though. Like, we're not going to, like, completely cripple him.
No, it's not fucked up. We're gonna have something to put right on his leg right away where he runs well.
Robot
Thing, yeah. That thing that the other people are not allowed to use in the Olympics, where you're way faster than everybody else.
Right. Yeah. Maybe a bonus. You never know how the surgery's going to turn out.
You might win MVP.
It's like Tommy John surgery.
Yeah.
Maybe you throw 98, maybe you throw 88 after
Right. Maybe you're Dennis Quaid in the movie.
that.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's it. So baseball's done.
Yeah, we'll let you know if anything fun happens with the Giants, Dodgers.
Oh, you'll know right away. When the Dodgers
Yeah,
get Aaron Judge, I will tell you instantly.
Yeah. We'll announce the MVP, but we already told you it's
Judge and
Goldschmidt and Alcantara won the Cy Young, and so did Ohtani probably.
I hope so.
Or Verlander. Ooh.
Ooh, now
We don't know.
Now we don't know, but I hope Ohtani because I'd like Ohtani.
He needs some sort of award.
He needs something for being the greatest baseball
Being
player in
really
all
good.
baseball. He's like, well, I'm the best. And what do you guys got? Well, you're not anybody because all the other guys won the award. So, basketball, Knicks, 8th place, 5-5.
That's pretty much what we thought. You're pretty funny because you actually
That's what we
you
thought.
score 115 points a game and you give up 115
15
points a
points.
game.
So, could go either way.
And I don't know. You just have 3 guys that all score 20 points. Randall, Brunson, and Barrett are all just scoring 20.
Sure.
And I don't know, sure if there's a lead dog or whatever. Mitchell Robinson sucks.
Sucks.
All he does is block shots and foul people. I don't know. We
Well,
need some more Obi Toppin, though.
I do, man. I
I'll tell
like
you that.
Toppin, man. That dude's a highlight reel waiting to happen all the time, man.
Oh, yeah, his purr is fucking off the charts. We need to get him in the starting lineup with all these other guys.
I agree. He should be in the starting lineup. I like him. I like him a lot, actually.
Yeah. So you're kind of like where you're at. You go on a run, you could be in a good spot to go on a losing streak.
We get in a run, we could be in 4th place. If we go on a losing streak, we could be in 12th.
Yeah.
We're right there. I
Yeah.
mean, the Bucks went 8-0. The Bucks were 8-0 before they decided to lose their first game yesterday or today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now they're 9-1.
Right.
If you go to the West, it's what?
Utah and Milwaukee both have
3 losses, 2 losses.
2 losses.
2 losses. So they're running well. You know what I mean? And the Jazz, come on, man.
Utah, baby. I know.
They gave everybody away to be the best team in the West.
That's definitely the best story right now, for sure.
How is that even possible? How did you give your best center and like one of the best centers away and one of the 7 or 8 best players in basketball away, and now you're butt fucking the Warriors, you're killing the Suns, you're
Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah.
well, I think it's one of those that end soon things, or the Toronto Raptors of 2022.
No, you're right. I think a lot of it's Conley. Conley's running a lot. I think he's going to get worn out.
I like Conley, but
Conley's great, but he's not
do.
going to play more than 50 games.
maybe you get 15, maybe you get a 10-game lead and sit him for 5 games. I don't know.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. Work him out into the situation
work.
and get up to a 5-game lead and give him 4. You know what I mean? And if they drop 3 and they still got a 2-game lead, put him back in. Conley's not that fucking good.
Just playing well now.
Just playing well now. I mean, all right. Knicks beat the Sixers. I mean, who's not playing well?
Ooh, we're not playing well. The Warriors.
The Warriors are in trouble. Oh, we're not in trouble, but they're not playing very well.
0-6 road trip.
Not good.
I think.
Well, not defending
I,
championship good. Not defending champion.
I think the Poole and Draymond thing has I think it's a bigger deal.
Well,
Yeah.
I've heard more Wiseman or more the other guy. I've heard like
Sure.
a lot of people angry that they're not maybe
Yeah,
the best players aren't on the court. Now we said this a long time ago when we tried to save Draymond Green. If you just and we tried to save Draymond Green a long time ago. If you had just sent away Draymond Green, you would not have the Poole situation. You maybe have all these young players on the court more because
Getting minutes.
Yeah, getting minutes.
I mean, Poole and Draymond are the two leading turnover culprits on the Warriors. Like they're not playing well, both of them.
But-
Neither of them playing well. Have you seen Steph Curry highlights though? Have you watched any?
Well, I mean, it's Steph.
He set another record. Since 1976, only one man, 47 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, 0 turnovers. Steph Curry is just still doing amazing things.
That's really good stats, actually. I know it's like 47 points.
Blown away. He shot
0 turnovers.
7 for 14 from 3, or 8 for 14, 17 for 24.
That's 24
overall.
points. You realize that, right?
He didn't miss like any 3-pointer or any 2-pointers, I don't believe.
Oh, that's insane.
No, he just keeps doing ridiculous things. Like, even if the Warriors are playing terrible bench basketball, defense basketball, you still have one of the greatest ever.
And you're still 2 games ahead of the Lakers.
And we have,
A 2-game lead on the Lakers.
yeah, the Lakers.
You're
are just-
4 games behind the leader, but you got a 2-game lead on the Lakers.
Oh, yeah.
And the Lakers are done. Their focus now is to get West bench 6th man of the year. So they're not focusing on winning championships. They're not focusing on being a good basketball team. LeBron is already on the injured.
Yeah, I think we can
cross them out.
we can almost not talk about them again until at least they get to 500. Maybe then we'll say something.
And that might be almost the whole season.
Yeah, I'd rather talk
Between
about
their old ages and their inability to score points,
Right.
and the way they're injured all the time, and the fact that they're trying to bring this guy off the bench and make him the 6th man of the year because that means something to them. The 6th man of the year makes himself. He comes off the bench. You give him an award for being maybe somebody who could be a starter. I don't think that's Russell Westbench.
He could be benched.
Oh, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying that we already had Russell Westbrick, and now it's West Bench, and I'm just so much going on there. There's a lot with his name that's going on. But I think the Lakers, we can count them out. I think we could maybe not talk about LeBron for almost a whole year.
Oh, can we talk about the Jokelyn Durant? Brooklyn Nets. That was a little. Because we don't have to talk about them because Kyrie he's
Gone for 6 games.
Irving.
'Cause what did he say? He said some
Nah, it doesn't matter. He just
Stupid
he refused. He was
and refused to apologize.
That's it.
That's it.
And then Ben Simmons is hurt every other game. He's
Maybe
a
not.
joke. He's not going to play.
I don't think we're going to talk about him next
So
year.
it's Durant, and they're just waiting for Seth Curry, Steph's little brother, to come back.
Nice.
So
I
he-
love Seth, man.
Yeah, Seth, I'm excited for him and Durant to be the 1-2 punch.
The 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
The
That's it.
the 2 scorers on the team, Seth
That-
Curry and Durant.
That is.
Like
I'm
Kyrie just does all his weird shit. Tries to
Right.
not destroy the team.
Not care about it. He's like, oh, that sucked for you guys? I don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
He doesn't.
about it.
He
You
doesn't
guys
care.
Suck dick.
He's like, oh, I have teammates? Whatever.
I used to have LeBron as a teammate, and that sucked too. So
Yeah. Pistons still suck, but they're still fun to watch.
Pistons, you're way back now, man.
No, we're going to go for Victor Wembanyama, or whatever that awesome sick dude is coming out next year.
So you're really going for this 2026 championship. We're making that bet soon, people. We're just waiting for the World Cup to end.
We have to do it before we get Victor Wembanyama. That's
Well,
for
the
sure.
World Cup will be over. Once the World Cup ends for the U.S., we'll
That's
make
right.
the bet.
That's correct.
So we're going to wait for the World Cup to end.
Which is 13 days from now, it starts.
starts.
So I'm excited about that.
13 days from now, World Cup starts.
Pulisic's not hurt. USA looks good.
Looks good.
We might not be able to defend anybody, but
When we're out of this tournament, the bet will be made. 2026 USA World Cup Pistons Championship. Parlay, both teams. We're just going to put the money down. We're going to hold on to that ticket for almost 4 years because USA probably not going to go all the way, so we're not gonna, we'll make the bet quick, So that's that. NASCAR ended with not Joey Logano won. Good for Joey Logano. One of the kind of guys that was still with Gordon and still all that, so kind of a veteran. So a veteran won the championship.
Solid.
Excited for next year to start. You know that if you guys just started watching the show in the beginning of the show of this, I became a NASCAR fan again because when Jeff retired, I said, fuck this, I'm done. And then I quit, and it's been 10 years of not watching NASCAR. Tyler Reddick became I don't know. I saw something in him that reminded me of Jeff. I said, fuck it. We're doing the show. I'm taking this kid. Let's go. He's leaving his team, Childress Racing. I think he's leaving Richards Childress this year. And he's going to the 2311 team. So anybody who is excited about Tyler Reddick, he's going to the Michael Jordan, Denny Hamlin team. So I did not know this when I chose him as a racer. And now to think that Michael Jordan is his owner is... So,
Jordan has been known for winning championships as an owner yet.
Not as an owner yet in basketball.
Maybe that he could start here.
He could start here. So I'm excited to see Tyler Reddick go over to the 23 and 11 team, just because. Well, I probably care more about basketball than I kind of do about NASCAR. But ever since Jeff's left, well, there was years that I didn't give a shit about basketball, and NASCAR and Jeff Gordon were all I cared about. So let's see if Tyler Reddick and the 23 and 11 team can change this whole show with me in NASCAR. I think that's fair.
Yeah, I'm still looking for a Penguins car out there.
Yeah, shit, yeah, you are, right? And you're not going to get one. Oh no,
maybe Mario buys team one day.
Right, that'd be sick. Didn't Matt Kenseth kind of like closely color-wise look like, and that's why you chose him for all those years?
Sure.
So that's why he was a Matt Kenseth driver, I believe, because of the Penguins and the colors. I believe there's only colors as colorblind as can see, actually.
Yep.
So, so go.
That might be a point, actually.
So go next year in NASCAR. I can't wait. And the nice thing about NASCAR, I only got to wait till like February or some shit like that, and we can start again. So what? Well, I think we've covered all the sports. What did we miss? We talk about hockey. You got anything for hockey?
I had some hockey stuff. Sidney Crosby had his 900th career assist.
Okay.
Puts him in top 20 all time.
It's insane.
Only he had 900, so he's only 1,063 away from Wayne Gretzky.
Nice. Hold on. 900's a really good number, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a good number. Top 20.
That's top 20. That's fabulous.
It is.
So if he can just score more than he has now, plus 137.
Yeah.
Or something shit.
163. Yeah.
106. So if he can score
1,063.
1,063, if he could, in his little less future career that he.
No, not happening.
Not happening. Fuck, man. Gretzky just.
No, he could get in the top 15, but I think that's where probably it stops.
Should we make fun of Mark Messier for no reason again? And you can say
he was
way ahead of Mark Messier.
Mark Messier was like 65th in assists.
Really?
No, I was way wrong.
Yeah, we're way wrong. I know that one day when you made fun of Mark Messier, I was like, I think he's kind of in the top, and you were like, oh shit, he's number 2. We're like 10,987. So where's Sidney at? He's 64th with 1.
Right. Yeah. No, I kind of give Rangers no props.
I know you do. You hate those Rangers.
That's fine. Now you guys are in the last playoff spot in the Metropolitan right now. We are 5 points behind you.
Knicks are in the last playoff spot too.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. New York's in the last playoff spot.
Man.
And all the little fucking things right now. So
shit, almost cool in New York.
Well, basketball. We're 1 game away from 4th, or 2 games away from 4th place. There's no games played. We've only played 10 games. 11
No,
games.
I know. We're getting ahead of ourselves.
Way ahead of ourselves.
Should probably just keep making fun of Ben Simmons because the game's
Oh, we are going to make so much fun of Ben Simmons.
We are going to make so much. Oh, my back hurts.
My knee, my back, my neck. You know how much you can get for a slip and fall on a fucking lottery.
I was thinking about the lottery the other day and didn't get any sleep.
I was thinking about the lottery too. $1.9 billion. Buy a ticket.
Apparently the number was hit.
Was it?
Not claimed yet, but apparently the number was printed.
Shit. I got tickets in my pocket right now. I ain't claimed them yet. I ain't even talked about it yet. I'm doing the show with you.
Los Angeles.
Oh.
Sorry.
Damn, at least California. That's good.
At least it's California.
At least it's California, baby.
At least they're going to pay a bunch of taxes and maybe fix some potholes or some shit.
I thought about something. I thought about this real deep on this whole lottery, dude, just to let you know. But I read this little article. It said, if you win, you can take $978 million. If you decide to take it in payments monthly, you get all $1.6 billion, minus the taxes they take as they go. But you kind of get more money. And I thought to myself, well, wait a minute. What is 1.6 billion broken into 30 years at 50? At the 50, at the 12 months a week, it's like $1.2 million a month. Fuck it, give me that. If I know I'm gonna get more, don't give me $970 million. Because when I showed up to your house with a jumbo jet and 2 Lamborghinis and 172 hookers and a bag of cocaine, you'd be like, Scotty, how much money you got left? I'd be like, I don't know. You should have taken the $1 million a month, bro. You couldn't have pissed that away like that. So I decided if I ever win anything like that, I'm just going to take the monthly. And fuck it.
You should just hire me as your money consultant. I'll take a bunch of it, and then...
Yeah, and leave me with not the same. Yeah. It's all the same. That's why I'm just going
to...
That's why I'm just going to take the $1 million a month. I'm just going to say, what do you get?
What if the lottery collapses? Then you get nothing.
So you're saying just take the money?
Take the money. Make a big gold boat, sail into the great beyond.
Maybe it'll roll over, and then it'll be in the other meadow.
Whatever. Put $1 million in crypto, make a gold boat with the rest. I think we're fine.
I don't know, man. I don't trust him, man. Fuck that shit. I just don't trust myself. I'm afraid if you give me...
I don't trust the state of California. Give me $1 million every year. That's what I don't trust. So like,
$1 million every month if you won.
Not in the budget.
If you won the lottery, you would have got $1 million a month.
Yeah, I don't trust that.
$12 million a year.
I wouldn't even trust that. I'd be hiding away, being like, I don't trust what's going on here.
Fucking stupid. Listen, I bought a ticket. Apparently, I didn't win because apparently it was L.A.
Somewhere in Alameda County.
Motherfucker, I'm in Alameda County. I didn't check my ticket. Why are you fucking with me now?
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't. Listen, so I'm done with sports. Fuck sports. I'm finished with that shitty topic. Packers lost. Knicks are fucking in 8th. Dodgers didn't win the World Series.
Niners look great.
Let's talk about our fans.
Let's talk about our fans.
Let's talk about our fans. You know what?
We love them.
We love them. Every single fucking one of you. All 125 of you bastards. And leading the way, Joe B. Not on a shout out. Not just shouting out, just not commenting, not doing anything. But information gathering is what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it information gathering. Because Joe was looking for shit and sent it to us. So if you're a subscriber or a fan and you find any information that you think we should talk about, send that shit to us. Joe sent an article about heating the field up with kerosene, and they just lit the fucking field on fire to dry it off. And I thought, well, yeah, that's cool.
Was there any grass on the field?
Yeah, it was grass. The field was soaking wet, and they covered it in kerosene and lit the shit on fire.
And the grass didn't burn?
Well, no, how could it burn? Kerosene's not going to... No, the water just put everything out. But it got so hot, it kind of like flash boiled the grass and just like dried the grass. Not dried the grass, but took away a lot of the moisture from the grass.
So like the old school version of like a helicopter.
Yeah.
How they just go...
And then just water just goes everywhere. Flies everywhere. You took away some of the moisture. Mm-hmm. The old kerosene thing. Thanks, Joe. That's what real sports fans need to know.
Yeah. So good luck on your golf tournament if you're doing the Frisbee Disky thing with the 27-hole Sunday something Ridge golf thing.
Oh, I didn't know that. Joe,
Don't be late.
Joe, anytime you take a disc and you go to a golf tournament with your disc thing, I hope you win, bro. Love you. That's it on fan shoutouts. I'm going to go to regular shoutouts, and I'm going to shout out listen, he's on my team.
We got a couple good ones.
Listen, he's on my team. He's scoring me points. And not only did he score me lots of points, he personally for the Titans has scored most touchdowns ever. Right? Or no.
Yes,
yeah, franchise-wise, Derrick Henry is now the leading touchdown scorer for the Tennessee Titans. And he has passed some legends.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought about.
I think he's a legend now because what he's done in this game and the long touchdowns and the running over people and the trucking people reminds me a lot of Earl Campbell, not Eddie George. Eddie George more of a get through the thing and run up straight. Eddie George always reminded me of Eric Dickerson. So when I watched Eddie George run, that straight up running back, that straight up kind of like, shit, don't get hit in the chest, bro, because you won't get crushed.
Yeah.
How you running so straight
They
up?
always
like,
talk about lowering the hips and stuff.
Lowering the
He
hips.
was like,
Not
nope.
Eric Dickerson.
He just
Shoom, shoom, chest straight up in the air, run like a fucking stallion. You know what I mean? Like, damn, Eric, they supposed to, you trying to kind of get down, kind of be like ready for the impact. Not Eric. Who's going to hit me?
Right?
Right down the fucking sideline. So I always pictured, Eddie George always reminded me of that. Earl Campbell, on the other hand, never once, ever, in the whole history of football, did Earl Campbell ever come out of the backfield and look like Eric Dickerson or Eddie George. Because when he came out of the backfield, he looked like a madman with a football in his hand and a 34 on his fucking Houston Oilers jersey. And he was going to kill everybody in the time.
And he stared straight in your
Straight in your
eyeballs
eyes,
and
man.
ran you the fuck over.
I only compare him to one running back, Billy Sims of the fucking Detroit Lions. Billy Sims of the Detroit Lions, when he came out of the backfield, Billy Sims and Earl Campbell, something about those two, man, they just looked different.
I think they had the floppy.
Was it the flop?
They had the flop.
Whatever, when they were coming out the backfield.
The floppy shoulder pads.
Oh, was it the floppy shoulder pads?
I think it was.
Maybe the Billy Sims and Earl Campbell floppy shoulder pad thing is what I'm comparing
Same
them to.
color, too. Ish.
Way close to the same colors. Yes, very close. So Billy Sims, Earl Campbell, as a kid, put those two together. Both of them did not want to get them after 6 or 7 yards. You got demolished and beaten the shit out of. You just not want to be a cornerback. You didn't want to, like Walter Payton, you didn't want to be a defensive lineman. You didn't want to be a linebacker. You didn't want to be a fucking cornerback because Walter Payton was going to hit you as hard as he could every fucking time.
Right.
But when Billy Sims and Earl Campbell came out the backfield, you were in a disadvantage every fucking time. Derrick Henry, good for you because you are in the category of
Two of the greats.
two of the greats.
Yeah.
Man. I mean, I really like Earl Campbell. Eddie George, Ohio State boy, wearing an A.J. Hawk Ohio State jersey right now. OHIO, whatever you want to say. But Earl Campbell is a football running back.
He's a legend.
He's a legend to me when you talk about football running backs.
No, he was Walter Payton, except maybe he played a little bit. He didn't play as long. And
He did not play as long
and he
as
didn't
Walter.
play in Chicago. He played in the South.
He played in the South.
But he was
I don't think
he was just a violent runner. He was just violent.
he was a
Shoulder
violent
pads
runner.
and knees flying, just like Walter.
Brutal.
High leg.
His whole body was killing you as he was running through you.
Oh, yeah.
That dude was nasty. Earl Campbell, legend. Shout
Turned
out.
out more of a shout out to Earl Campbell, but
More of a shout out to Earl Campbell, really did. Derrick
Yeah.
Henry, what Derrick Henry does, Derrick Henry reminds, this is great. Derrick Henry reminds me of like an Earl Campbell version of Eric Dickerson. I've never seen, Derrick Henry looks like he's running straight up and down.
right.
Except when his arm goes out and he smashes you to the
Smashes
ground.
you in the face.
Or he hits you with his chest, apparently, because it's so big. Earl Campbell did not run. He runs more like Dickerson in a brutality way than Dickerson ever did. Because Dickerson, listen, like he hit a hole, he made like this real cool cut, and then gone. Shit, where did that guy go? And Derrick Henry just like pops out of the defensive line and then pushes a cornerback to the ground, and safety goes shit, and then he bulls through
He
him.
just runs 4-4 to the end zone, yeah.
But he still looks standing up more than crouched down, bulling through. I don't know. Shout out Derrick Henry for sure. Because, dude, as running backs go from being drafted 5 years ago or in the last 10 years, you tell me a better running back than Derrick Henry. Can you?
Oh, wait, that was an actual question?
Yeah.
I mean, if Saquon wouldn't get hurt, so...
No. I want you to tell me a better running back than Derrick Henry, running like Eric Dickerson, standing straight up, pushing through people. Chubb, give me one. Give me one.
I don't know, something
better.
active.
Something active. Something better than 5 years because we don't draft running backs anymore
No one that
to
was
be
that
the
fast.
leader of a team.
No one that was that fast.
That fast? Was Derrick Henry that fast?
He's that fast. He's
I
never
never-
been caught from behind. He's
He was caught from behind this week. I watched.
was he?
Yeah.
Angles.
No, they were almost together. They were kind of like bouncing off each other. Then he got away, but somebody still kind of grabbed him.
He must have already stiff-armed 9 people, maybe?
One.
All right.
It was bouncy. I'm just saying. When I look at Derrick Henry, I'm trying to find this running back that runs like Eric Dickerson, that pounds.
They don't
like,
come along very often.
that. No,
Running backs that tall in general, like there aren't
right.
many.
That tall in general. Wow, shit, Eric Dickerson was that tall.
You know what I mean? 6'2", like there's not a lot of 6'2" and over running backs.
6 foot 5'10". That's it. The 5'10", 6 foot. That's your.
That's it, right?
That's your pound and ground, baby. So sorry, I took up a lot of time with Derrick Henry.
No, that's tough.
We had Earl Campbell in there. You got Eddie George in there. You got some great running backs. So
That's fun to talk about.
shout out. What you got?
Oh, instead of people hitting defensive backs with their chests, I've got, unfortunately, Ray Guy, who hit the shit out of footballs with his feet. He passed away, so, he deserved a shout out, because most of this stuff I didn't even know. Like, I had to go look all this stuff up. This kid was, like, an All-American defensive back. He, quarterback on a good Southern Miss team in the SEC.
Southern Miss, baby. Brett Favre.
This motherfucker was drafted 4 separate times by Major League Baseball teams just because of potential fastball or just how athletic it was. This kid was always the best. Even Raiders say best athlete on the field most of the time.
Was the punter.
Was the first punter ever drafted in the first round. The first punter ever elected to the Hall of Fame.
Right.
All sorts of Hall of Fame.
He's the only punter in the Hall of Fame.
Still to this day, I
Still
believe.
to this day.
He is the
We're all voting for Pat McAfee to be the next. I am.
Pat McAfee.
But Pat, hope you're the next. But Ray Guy is the only punter in the Hall of Fame, right?
That is
Pro
correct.
Bowl. How many kickers? Jan Stenerud? Is
There's got to be a few. Morton
So
Anderson.
Jan, Morton,
Morton, Gary Anderson.
Jan Stenerud, and probably done.
A few.
That's 3. It's fucking thousands, hundreds of guys in there fucking. Morton Anderson. Yeah, if we look that up, I bet you we're pretty close. Morton Anderson, Jan Stenerud, because nobody's done Vinatieri.
The guy with the Dempsey is probably in it.
No, Jack
don't
Dempsey
think
cannot
so?
be in the Hall of Fame. Just because he kicked the
Not
longest.
Jack Dempsey, he's the boxer.
Oh yeah, John. What was Dempsey's last name? What was that guy's
It
first
was
name?
Dempsey.
Dempsey. He's not in the Hall of Fame. Not for having a club foot and kicking
Yeah,
the
half a
longest.
foot. That was amazing.
He kicked a straight field goal in Denver, right?
All right, so the shout out was for Ray Guy.
Fuck Dempsey.
Sorry, Ray Guy.
Sorry, Ray Guy.
Oh,
We
wait.
already.
You hear the Raiders actually have some good news. Carlson's going to break a record for most consecutive field goals held by Vinatieri soon.
Thank God.
Unless he fucking fucks up and the Raiders lose a 17-point lead again.
Dude, thank God for something for the Raiders.
Right?
I mean,
There was
they
some
got
good news.
They got Jones and Devontae Adams, and this was it. This was first place,
Oh, yeah, they went for it.
and they are exactly where you and I said they were going to be.
Right
Behind
now,
Denver.
at the end of the show, they're at the end of the show in LA. Oh, wait,
Oh,
Las
shit.
Vegas.
Las Vegas. Damn
Totally
it.
fucked that up.
Fuck that. Fuck, man.
Been a good
No.
closing.
Last place. So, listen, Ray Guy, shout out. My favorite thing about Ray Guy, and this is the coolest thing about him, I don't give a fuck, he was the backup quarterback for the Raiders.
Right? They said he threw the ball farther than anyone.
On the team.
Plunkett,
So,
Stabler, whoever.
Stabler,
Out threw him, out punted him.
So, the punter who kicked the ball farther than anybody ever in football, who was the only Hall of Fame punter ever, was the backup quarterback to the team. And I thought that was, if everything shits and falls apart and the quarterback gets hurt, who's coming in? The punter.
The punter. Oh, man.
Awesome, dude.
That is
Nobody's
awesome.
ever fucking said that. Usually you guys have a backup
And the
quarterback.
whole team had his back. They're like, we got you.
The whole team thought this was the best athlete in the whole team.
Bring it.
Fuck. Ray Guy.
I got one more. Ray Guy story.
Shout out Ray Guy. There's a football legend.
So right after...
To a Raider that, because we don't talk about them much.
Nah.
Tim Brown, you're next, baby. Tim Brown's coming. To the
Right
big game.
after Watergate, they had Helium Gate. Kind of like Deflate Gate.
Yeah.
Except they thought Ray Guy was putting helium in his balls.
Really?
I wish there was a punchline to that, but
There was-
he just kicked it really high in the air.
Well, no, but that's funny you say that because there was like 9 guys on there with stick 'em on their hand. So, I mean, like, helium in the balls, stick 'em on their hands. Raiders, the biggest cheaters of all time. I'm just throwing that out there because Todd Christensen, and what's that dude that didn't need to stick him, but he used it anyways, and
Defensive back, I think.
the defensive back. They made the rule about the rule that you can't use stick 'em. It's from Hayes
Sure, Hayes or Haynes.
or Haynes.
One of the two.
One of the two, right?
Yep.
So that's where the stick 'em rule came from.
They
Can't
were
use it
great
anymore.
cornerbacks, Hayes and Haynes.
And they came to find out he didn't even need to stick him. This dude was already the best cornerback, one of the best quarterbacks playing right there. So awesome for that whole team.
No, yeah. He
Great
was so
guy.
good they just made up a conspiracy theory.
Helium,
Yeah.
stick
It's
'em.
like Brady. They never busted him.
John Matuzak was the guy from Goonies. I
Yeah, I love that guy.
love that guy. What was
Nice.
his name?
John Matuzak.
John Matuzak. I know. What was the guy's name in Goonies?
Chunk.
No, Chuck was the
Chuck.
back. Chuck was the
Fred.
Fred. No,
God damn, we should
God
have
damn
ended
it.
this show sooner.
sooner. Well, on that note, I'm FB.
Oh man, I guess I'm the goob.
Peace.